What is up, y'all? Happy Friday. It's a Reframe of the Week day, as promised. I thought I would pull out an old story. This predates all things Reframe It. It predates my 40s as well. So it was a random memory. Before I start, because I'm just launching in like a crazy person. Before I start, my name is Erica R. Meyer of ReframeItStoryMeditation.com. I'm coming to you from a different angle today. I did that because I'm wearing the same shirt as I was wearing yesterday. And I don't want any confusion from yesterday's video and today's video. But even though I know you're much more savvy than that, I wasn't going to take any chances. So, my name is Erica R. Meyer of ReframeItStoryMeditation.com. I teach women entrepreneurs to reduce stress through positive storytelling. It was the loss of my father to cancer in 2015 that inspired curiosity about positive mindset, how it might affect the physical body. And through that experience, Reframe It was born. I wrote a book called Reframe It. It is available on Amazon and through special order through any independent bookstore. And in it, I described 25 common scenarios that cause stress, anger, and frustrations in our lives and I offered 2 ways to reframe those things positive in the moment so that you can lift unnecessary stress off your life. Because I have found that, and this is something that I've applied to my own life and I have seen it work. I have found that when we can start to reframe positive, the stuff that is out of our control, the little annoyances that we come across every single day, the little stuff that is meaningless, getting stuck in traffic, your canceled flight, they served you the wrong meal, that kind of thing, right? If we can reframe those things positive consistently, you will find that when you are hit with legit stresses, when you're hit with legit stresses like, family, kids, spouse, friends, real curveballs that threaten to knock you off kilter, can threaten your faith. I find that when you have a good foundation of being able to reframe positive already, you will then be able to navigate those legitimate stresses in your life with a lot more clarity, a lot more wisdom, and just a lot more sense of observance. That's probably the wrong word, but I feel like you can step outside of it a little better and kind of get an overall big picture of what it could perhaps be trying to teach you. Just be able to navigate through it overall better. So that's what Reframe It is all about as a whole. But I started a series when the book came out called Life Annoyance of the Week, which I've since repackaged to be called Reframe of the Week. And so I basically talk about what a life annoyance that I came across and how I reframed it positive. But I had this random memory that popped in my head last night. And it's an old one. This predates, did I already say that? This predates Reframe It. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. Whatever. This was probably 2007 maybe, if not earlier. This is when hotel apps and the whole mystery deals and those things where which they do now. You can secure a deal and not know what the hotel is yet, right? There's one of those things where they reveal it to you afterward, which you can kind of, have a good idea based on, your star level selection, that kind of thing. And this was when that technology was still fairly newish. Those apps were still fairly newish. And I forget which one it was. I don't remember if it was Priceline or Hotwire. My husband and I were traveling. We were in Houston, I think, for something. I don't even remember what it was for. And I took a chance on doing a hotel reservation with one of those apps where they didn't reveal the hotel to you until afterward. But I was able to select the star level. Now I think that I know that since that time they have better refined how they define their hotel class by star. That has changed, because back then the Holiday Inns and the Holiday Inns Expresses of the world used to be classed as like 2 stars, they used to be classed as 3 stars, but these days they're classed as usually 2.5. But anyway, so I was able to pick the class, and I picked a 3-star, and I don't know if I even specified neighborhood. I might have. So we were assigned one, and I will also say, this is part of the reframe too. I'll also say they're a lot more, I feel like the hotels are a lot more vetted now than they used to be. And I say this, and I'm about to tell you why. We were given this hotel. It was a local place. It wasn't a chain. And it was not a hotel. It was a motel, okay? That was like red X, red alert, red flag 1. That, we didn't get what we paid for, if you will. And I walk into the front desk, and the dude behind the counter, he pulled out a spiral notebook with the hotel reservations for the day, written in pen. All of a sudden I had like a vision of Psycho, but that wasn't this. And he asked if we were going to be staying the entire night. Yes, he did. And I was just like, well, of course we're staying the entire night. Why wouldn't we? And then after he checks us in, he proceeds to give us the remote control for the television. He slides over the remote control for the television. And I was just like, what the heck kind of place is this? It was really like aggravating in the moment. This, mind you, this was at least 10 plus years ago. At least a dozen. We got into the room, and I immediately got on the phone. Like I said, I don't remember what hotel app it was. I don't know if it was Priceline, Hotwire, one of them. And I'm just like, I asked for a 3-star hotel, and this is not even close. And I told them about what had happened at the front desk with the notebook and the asking if we were going to be staying the entire night and the remote control. And I'm just like, this is not, I think this was classified incorrectly in your app. Long story short, they did refund us that and allowed us to check in to like a legit Holiday Inn Express or Holiday Inn or whatever it was. But boy, hotel apps have come a long way. And I think that memory popped up because we're working on some travel plans for next month, and I'm using those apps right now. I'm kind of balancing pricing things via, hotels.com, Priceline, and Hotwire all together, just to kind of like, I always love searching for the best deal. I love the thrill of the hunt in that regard. But anyway, it was just a funny story that I thought I would share. Have you guys had any sort of hotel app mishaps that are funny? If you do, I want to hear them. I want to hear them. But my reframe is, man, hotel apps have come a long way. I'm grateful for the service, and I'm grateful that now things are a little more clear than they used to be. So anyway, you guys have an amazing weekend. I want to hear your crazy hotel app stories, and happy reframing. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.